Even yung medical po na kasama nila, ang exact words po na sinabi ni Kuya Bing, he's not in good condition.
Lokohan na to. I think this is part of their grand plan, no?
Yeah.
To kidnap the president,
Wow.
to extract the president
My God.
from the Philippines. We don't have any picture. We don't know where he is right now. He doesn't have any. He doesn't even have his medicines with him.
That's what it was.
Good evening po everyone. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. I'm disturbing you again tonight with another Facebook Live because finally nakausap ko po ang former Executive Secretary si Bingbong Migueldia. Alam niyo naman po, sinamahan niya si President Duterte, no? So kanina po we were talking about due process, we were talking about human rights, we were talking about not allowing anyone to be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. Yung po yung nasa konstitusyon natin at sa pagkaalam ko po, nasa konstitusyon din po ng napakaraming bansa yon. And when you talk about the ICC, it was basically formed so that meron international standard at accountability sa human rights. So let me be very clear po ha. Yung pag-uusapan ko po dito ay walang politika, basic human rights po ito. Okay? I will repeat myself. What I'm going to tell you tonight and the appeal that I'm going to make does not have to do with any partisanship, doesn't have to do with any politics, any partisan politics, any side. Basic lang po to na human rights. So sabi po ni former Executive Secretary Bingbong Migueldia, nasa eroplano sila at bago pa sila makarating nga sa Netherlands ay ginaranti sa kanila ng ICC na dadalhin diretso sa ospital si former President Duterte. Even yung medical po na kasama nila, ang exact words po na sinabi ni Kuya Bing, he's not in good condition. I won't interpret na ha, I'm just relaying the message. Ang sabi niya, he's not in good condition at dinagdag po ni former Executive Secretary Migueldia ay nag-shoot up yung kanyang sugar. So, in my effort to clarify, tinanong ko, Kuya Bing, sabi ko sa kanya, doon pa lang po sa Manila, gusto niya na po magpa-ospital, di ba? So sabi niya, yes, sa Manila pa lang, we wanted na ma-hospitalize siya, but of course nga, alam na naman natin na nangyari lahat. At sabi ko nga, hindi ko to ipopoliticize, hindi ko to idadagdagan. I clarify ko lang sa kanya na sa Manila pa lang, they were saying that kailangan po siya ma-hospitalize. Okay? So having said that, he was on a plane. It's a long haul, napakatagal, ilan oras yon. So now he is there sa Hague. Ang pangako daw ay dadalhin sa ospital, hindi daw dinala sa ospital. So dun sa facility kung saan siya naka-detain, pumunta daw sila E.S. Migueldia at ang sinabi, wala daw Rodrigo Duterte na naka-register doon. So eto yung appeal ko. First and foremost, I know our embassy is already doing something, but do everything to make sure na yung basic human right of health, di ba yung health, kailangan po yung health niya ay masigurado natin. Kung sino man po yon, kung ano man politika natin, hindi po dapat natin pabayaan yung health ng isang tao. Number 2, ang ating present Secretary of Foreign Affairs, yan po ay isang professional, kilala yan around the world. He is a career diplomat. He was secretary twice, acting secretary twice during Duterte's time, extended. Yan po ay binigyan din ng break ni President Duterte, pero yan din po ay pinagkakatiwalaan ngayon ni President Marcos. So I think he will be the right person to go to The Hague, make sure that there's due process, make sure na susunod yung batas, but make the representations now na makakuha ng medical services ang ating dating Pangulo. Okay? So, I will not add or subtract sa sinabi sa akin. This is my first time to talk to ES Bing, I think baka in a year or so, no? Hindi kami nagkakausap, but nagkaroon kami ng common friend na nandun, so tumawag ako to ask what we can do, at yun ang sabi niya, na immediately, please help that the former president will get medical attention, no? So I don't think may mawawala sa lahat sa atin, kayo man ay humahanga o kayo po ay hindi humahanga kay President Duterte, to make sure that when a Filipino citizen ay kinuha sa ibang bansa na hindi nagkaroon ng chance na yung korte dito ang mag-issue ng warrant, ay to make sure that he's not deprived of life, of good health, di ba? So, I know some of you are thinking, what if hindi? Pero may mawawala ba na i-check up siya? Sabi nga daw sa kanya, sorry, so ito lang yung part na na-miss out ko, at sabi ko nga, hindi ko dadagdagan o babawasan. Ang sabi daw ni President Duterte kay ES Bing, hindi naman ako tatakas, haharapin ko to. So, you know, he's in a foreign country, lahat ng resources nandun sa ICC, hindi siya naman basta't makakatakas o makakaalis, at haharapin naman niya to. So, you know, pakiusap ko lang po na basic naman na yung karapatan niya sa kalusugan ay respetuhin natin. So, baka pwede rin makiusap sa media. Alam ko may either stringers kayo or reporters din doon. I-verify nyo. Kasi yan po naman ay pinaabot lang naman po sa akin, at nag-volunteer lang ako na sabihin yung mensahe. Bakit po? Hindi po ako makikilam if these are political messages or partisan messages, but pag sa health, magsisisi pa ba tayo pagka hindi natin sinabi to? So some of you will agree with me, will disagree with me, depending on your political persuasion, but if you were in that situation, I would not hesitate to ask people for help for your safety and for your health. So yun lang naman po, and hinihingi ko sa ating media, sana nga po mabantayan, just to make sure po na yung pinaka-basic at yung kanyang kalusugan, at katulad ng sinabi ng dating Pangulo, haharapin niya po yung mga kaso na ito. And then our embassy, kung yung 10 million Filipinos to 15 million peoples around the world at yung mga na-convict na nga ay tinutulungan pa natin, ano pa kaya yung presumed innocent who sacrificed for our country? So please po, don't allow po na may mangyari sa ating Pangulo dahil sa kapababayaan natin. And to ICC, no, I want to address myself to you. Your core value is is the human rights. So if someone needs medical attention, can we not give that person medical attention? I know the human rights advocates and some extremists among that group is eyes on you, but isn't a medical checkup and making sure that he's okay basic human rights, di ba? So kung yan ang core values nyo sa ICC, I think you should show the world that how you will treat detainees humanely, and having a checkup when they arrive, and giving them the proper attention is basic. So again, I'll just summarize, no? I talked to Executive Secretary Miguel Dia. Sabi niya, pinangakuan sila, they were promised that as soon as they get to the Netherlands, they will be brought to a hospital. This did not happen. He is not in touch right now with President Duterte. He went to the ICC facility, and they said that there is no registry under the name of Rodrigo Duterte. I know for a fact na tumutulong yung embassy, but I think kailangan ng backup ito from the DFA, and I think we should ensure that every Filipino who's detained abroad will have tamang representation, and yung kanilang kalusugan ay pinaka-basic. So thank you everyone. Good night, and please continue to pray.
Hi, Sec. Ano pong nangyari kaya? Zen Hernandez po, ABS-CBN. Can you tell us what happened lang po?
Before we detained, we had a meeting with the ICC. I requested that the former president be brought directly to a hospital because of his bad medical condition. It was almost a 24-hour flight. He just came from Hong Kong, not allowed to visit his home, not even allowed to see a doctor in a hospital before he could be transported here. Now, we made the request for a hospitalization, and they gave the assurance that he will be brought to a hospital. And I asked for the name of the hospital. Up to now, they have not given us the name of the hospital. So we took the position that he could have been brought here directly, and we are told that there is no President Duterte inside the facility. We are at a loss at this time, and lokohan na to. I think this is part of their grand plan, no? To kidnap the president, to extract the president from the Philippines, and brought to a jet without known destination. I was even forced to join the plane without any valid visa coming here.
Sir, can we expound lang when you said that there is no President Duterte inside?
They
Who
are
said?
they're telling me that there is no Rodrigo R. Duterte inside this facility.
You,
But
re-
they-
you requested for a visit today and it was approved, sir, right?
We have requested the ICC for a visit because they do not disclose what hospital he was brought to, and we assume that he was brought here last night after the training. That's all I can say as of the moment.
Is it possible he is in a hospital somewhere?
I hope he is in a hospital somewhere, but not in this facility.
He is allowed, according to ICC regulations, any detainee is allowed to communicate. Has he communicated to any of you?
None.
Zero, sir.
We don't have any picture. We don't know where he is right now. He doesn't have any. He doesn't even have his medicines with him.
That's why bumibol sa ambulance sumakay.
Sinakay siya sa ambulance, binigay lang namin yung mga records yun sa kanya. Sabi, he will be well taken care of.
Right.
And we will be informed immediately of the name of the hospital. But hanggang ngayon, nakakalungkot po. Nakakalungkot ganito ginagawa nila.
So, Sec, what's the next step? What are the plans?
We are going back to the ICC and ask them where he is right now. Because a family member is waiting here to see him.
Yes. How is the Vice President?
Well, she's waiting.
Okay.
And I would assume the president would want to see one of the members of his family at this
So,
point in
Sec,
time.
the Vice President wants to see him. Is there a schedule for her visit now?
That's what we are arranging, but we're at a loss where he is right now.
Okay. So, how about you, sir? Alis muna ba kayo?
Alis ako dito. Pinapalabas nga kami.
Oh. Oh my God.
Anong gusto nila gawin? Standby ako dito, yung lamig-lamig.
Ano po yung response nila sa inyong request po yung service?
Wala. Ayan. Wala daw, request for a visit dito. Wala daw ano dito. Walang preso by the name of President.
Mamaya na. Pero sir, the embassy said that you're allowed a visit. Ano kayang pinagmumulan nun?
Hindi, ano yan, right ng accused yan na
Opo.
to be by counsel.
May schedule sila Thursday, so parang definite.
I don't know with them, but
Or it's-
ako, as far as my understanding of the law is, he has the right to counsel at any time.
And you're acting as an official.
One of the counsel, and they don't even recognize my appearance here.
Nasaan po si VP Sara?
I don't know where she is right now.
Hindi pa po kayo nakita.
Nag-usap lang kami sa telepono, pero wala pang until. So,
Alright.
tapos na.
Okay.
I have
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Ma'am, may mensahe ba kayo sa ICC?
ICC po sila, known as Court para sa Human Rights. So dapat equal lang po. Si Tatay Digong, naging presidente po ng Pilipinas. Parang kaya nga po tatay ang kanyang ang naging parang
Turing natin sa kanya.
turing sa kanya kasi talagang umakto siyang parang tatay sa ating mga Pilipino. Let's put it like this. Isang tatay na gustong protektahan ang kanyang mga anak against sa mga drug addicts, against sa mga masasamang loob. At talagang ginawa lang niya ang kanyang trabaho bilang presidente. Hindi lang naman about drugs ang ginawa niya sa ating mga Pilipino. Kaya, di ba kayo nagtataka na maraming mga OFW around the world na mahal siya? Kasi yung impact niya sa buhay nating bilang Pilipino. Ang nakakasama lang ng loob is may Korte Suprema tayo sa Pilipinas. Bakit kailangang dito pa siya litisin? At saka yung kondisyon niya bilang isang matanda na, may tatay din ako. Pero yung sitwasyon niya ngayon na talagang nakakawindang kung hindi alam mo yung feeling ng isang strong ka na, hindi mo mailabas yung luha mo sa mata mo, pero deep inside my heart sobrang
May mensahe kay ma'am
nakakaiyak
sa-
at talagang parang dinudurog yung puso ko sa sitwasyon ngayon.
Thank you, ma'am.
Salamat po.
So, ngayon, update lang po kasi nalaman natin ang sitwasyon ngayon ni Tatay Digong, according kay former President. Ano pong mensahe nyo sa ICC?
Gusto na namin umiyak po. At ang gusto namin gawin sa mga Pilipina dito kasi galing pa Germany sila, mga nurse po. Madaling araw nandito na kami. Duty pa yan kagabi. Duty pa sila kagabi.
Ako galing pa kami ng Belgium. I'm ex-Mayor Lustan of Cabacan, Cotabato during the term ni President Duterte as mayor in Davao City. Kasama ko siyang as mayor. Andito po ako sumusuporta at maaga pa kami, andito na kami sa facilities na sinasabi nila na andito si President. Dumating po si A.S. Medeldia and one of the lawyer and isang Pilipina from Philippine Embassy. And they said that the President is not here, but in the morning we are here. We are trying to have an email, an appointment to get inside. And they said andito si President, but when Medeldia arrived, they said the President is not here. Si Presidente po, andito ang kanyang nurse, wala po siyang medical attention. Hindi namin alam ano ang ginawa dahil kinidnap siya galing sa Pilipinas. Siya lang mag-isa doon sa ambulance. And then ang aide niya andito, hindi siya kasama. Nag-iisa lang po siya. Umuwi na po si A.S. Medeldia dahil sabi niya, what for? I am old and the President also very old. By March 28, he will be 80 years old. And he is a Filipino. He must tried in the Philippine court. Malungkot kami. Umiyak ang puso namin. Galing ang iba dito from Germany. Galing sa Belgium. Dala namin yung jacket po na ibigay ko na sa nurse, hindi ko na po naibigay kay President. Alam ko malamig na malamig ang panahon dito. It's +8 maginaw, and we believe na as 80 by March 28 si President ay talagang maghihina ang kanyang immune system dahil ang Pilipinas po ay tropical. Maganda ang panahon sa atin dito, napakalamig. Salamat po, salamat. Malungkot
Ma'am,
kami.
may pahabol kang ano po, masasabi niyo po sa gobyerno natin sa Pilipinas.
Okay, ito gustong-gusto nilang ipasabi sa Pilipinas. Nagpunta kami dito, wala kaming bayad. We stay in a hotel, napakamahal. But we stay for the president para ipakita sa pamilya nila na we sympathize and alam ko anong mga damdamin nila as Pilipino, ang mga kababayan ko na gusto nila makita saan si President Duterte. Ang daming nagawa para sa ating bayan at kami natatakot kung ano ang ginawa nila kay Pastor Kubuloy, gagawin nila sa presidente natin. Ngayon, walang medical attention. Ang nurse, hiniwalay sa kanya. Ang aide, hiniwalay sa kanya. Si AS Midaldia, hiniwalay din. So kami ay nalulungkot talaga. We are going to the King of Netherlands. Baka makiusap para makita siya ng mga Pilipino dito na galing sa ibang bansa, magtipon-tipon, nagsakay lang ng tren, nagsakay lang ng bus, para lang makarating, para makita si President. Salamat po.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, asan po yung aid ni Tatay Digong?
Yung taba.
Alam mo, pumunta
Ay, sundalo sila, hindi pwede.
Hindi sila pwede ma-interview.
Oo, wala sila sa servisyo.
Pumunta po kami doon sa ano, sabi na,
Siya yung
siya yan, hinila siya.
Ayun ako, inilagan ako.
Ikaw
Siya yan.
Yung servisyo ko yung nakatiyari.
Okay po.
Basta nakalive.
Kay madam lang.
Kudos kami sa inyo mga SMNI. Malapit kayo sa amin.
SMNI talaga kami.
Kayo lang inaway ko.
PDP laban po kami, solid.
What is that, ma'am?
We was there, tapos nung pumunta po kami doon, sino yung bibisitahan daw namin? Sabi ko,
Wait lang po. Sige.
galing kami doon sa
binigyan sa
Explain lang po siguro ma'am yung papel na hawak ninyo. Then, dito ka lang harap kay Sir Anton.
Main
Yan.
office. Yes. Main office.
Ano po yun, ma'am?
sa main office, galing kami doon. Sabi namin na mag-visit kami kay Duterte. So inano namin yung pangalan lahat. Tiningnan nila sa computer, nandito na daw. So naglakad kami from there going here. Nagpo kami ng 5 minutes, 3 minutes ha? 5 minutes. So ito yung binigay. So sabi nila mag-email daw tapos mag-call. Hindi naman namin wala namang sumagot. So ito yung binigay para yung guide lahat para makapasok kasi pwede makapasok ang 5 person to meet to sa loob. Sabi nila doon, sabi, are you sure sir na nandoon? Sabi niya, nandoon na po siya. She have a room there. Pero nung lumabas po yung sino yung
Former.
Yes, Midaldia.
Yeah?
Yes, Midaldia.
Sabi daw ng mga security guard, wala daw Duterte sa loob.
Hindi rin nila masabi kung saan si former
Hindi rin
president.
nila masabi kung nasaan.
Hindi nila sinasabi.
So we don't
Hindi nila
believe
sinabi
that.
kung nasa hospital.
Hindi rin sinabi. Yun ang hindi maganda po sa atin po. Napakasakit po para kay PRD.
Parang tinago nila.
Tinago po nila. So,
So ano pong panawagan natin ngayon, ma'am, para sa
si Marcos naman
kaligtasan
po,
ng ating...
bilang isang Pilipino po, maging fair naman po siya. Hindi naman po may libing yung tatay niya kung wala si Duterte. Sana wala na sila sa politiko kung wala din si Duterte, no? Ako Bisaya talaga, yung Tagalog namin is Bisaya na lang tayo. So matagal na kami dito sa Belgium. Pero nararamdaman namin yung tahimik at safe yung family namin at the time of term ni Duterte. Kasi si Duterte, he is not fighting for humanity. He is defend the humanity. He is fighting against criminality. For the people who is powerless. Kung walang kalaban-laban, yun po ang pinindipinsan niya. Bakit humanity yung kaso? Against nga siya sa mga criminal, hindi human. Yun, every time, we cannot stop crying every time we saw the situation of that Digong.
Ma'am,
Yung mga-
is that okay for you if we take pictures?
Yes, sure. Yung mga Duterte na yan, yung mga Marcos na yan, walang utang na loob. Para namang hindi Pilipino, grabe. I don't know how to say that. Speechless kami sa mga Marcos na yan. Budol, bangag na yan.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ang gagamit.
So, marami pa kayong mga
Hindi
kasama
kami
na
nagpa-interview sa mga
Sabado.
sa PTV, sa mga ABS-CBN, mga
pupunta
GMA,
sa
kasi mga bias yun, mga bayad yun ni Bangag.
France, pupunta France, Belgium, yung mga nagtatrabaho ngayon, Punta sila. Sa ano, pupunta sila bukas. Kasi,
Wala man tayong mga tulog kasi duty last night.
So umalis na po yung ano.
Umalis sila kasi gusto nilang ma-interview kami kasi mga nurse na.
oo,
Ayaw
nag-response
nilang
pa kami
magpa-interview
sa
kasi
call.
ayaw namin sa mga ganyan. Mga bias yan eh. Wala na kaming tiwala sa kanila.
First class.
Hindi, dapat
Business
makakuha.
class.
Sa atin lang po sila nagpa-interview sa SMNI.
No, sa SM. Trusted ang SMNI sa mga OFW.
ABS at CBN.
Only SMNI.
Nakakabalita ng totoo.
Kayo lang po ang nagbabalita ng totoo.
Thank you, ma'am.
You can say loud po kung anong ayaw niyo sa kabila.
Huwag nandun sila sa kabila. Pag ganun.
3 times kami balik-balikan.
Ayaw niya magpa-interview po.
Sabi naman namin na wala na po kaming tiwala sa inyo.
Wala kaming tiwala sa inyo. Sinabi ng Pro Duterte kami ha. Wala kaming tiwala sa inyo. Sabi ko. Tsaka para marinig ay yun ang nawala. Tiwala namin.
Wala na po kaming tiwala.
Wala kaming
Yun
pakisuyan.
ang ano niyo, karapatan niyo yan. Bilang Pilipino.
Kaya nung makita ko kaya nga ang tapang ng tingin ko sa iyo ito, so makita ko, said, ay,
Kala ko susuntukin mo rin ako eh.
Hindi na nakita namin sila nila SMNI. Sorry na dali, interview na tayo.